When conflict breaks out somewhere in the world, investors usually panic, understandably so. Prices can swing, and money flows out of risky assets into whatever feels safest. Historically, that's meant things like gold, government bonds, or the US dollar. Not flawless, but at the very least, offering relative stability. But in crypto circles, there's a popular belief that war should actually be good for Bitcoin. The logic sounds reasonable. Wars are expensive. Governments often print money or take on massive debt to fund them. Over time, that can weaken national currencies and create inflation. And when people start to lose trust in their money, they begin looking for alternatives. Bitcoin, with its fixed supply and decentralized network, seems like a natural candidate. No central bank, no government control. Just a global ledger running on thousands of computers, open to anyone with an internet connection. So in theory, geopolitical chaos should push people towards something more neutral. But when we look at reality, the picture becomes less idealistic. Take the Russian invasion of Ukraine. When the invasion began, global markets reacted immediately, with investors rushing towards safer assets. In that initial wave of uncertainty, Bitcoin was sold along with everything else risky. We've seen similar patterns play out during other moments of sudden global stress. Bitcoin often behaves less like digital gold and more like a volatile tech stock. When fear strikes, people still favor traditional safe havens like gold, which has survived decades, even centuries of global instability. But focusing only on price misses the bigger picture. Because modern conflicts aren't just fought on battlefields anymore, they're also fought through financial systems. Sanctions can isolate entire economies. Countries can be cut off from global payment networks like SWIFT, and foreign reserves can be frozen almost overnight. Money itself becomes a geopolitical tool, and we're shown something that's not always obvious. The global financial system is not neutral. It's built on institutions, alliances, and rules that ultimately sit under the influence of governments. Most of the time, it works smoothly enough that we barely notice. But during geopolitical tensions, its political nature becomes harder to ignore. Access to banking can become leverage. Payment networks can become tools of control. Even the ability to move money across borders can suddenly depend on who you are and where you're from. And this uncomfortable reality is what makes Bitcoin important. It's far from perfect. It won't suddenly replace the entire financial system or magically solve geopolitical conflict, but it is open, borderless, and neutral. And for now, it's the only workable alternative if the current system implodes. In a world where money can be used as a political tool, having an alternative starts to matter. So even if war isn't particularly good for Bitcoin's price in the short term, maybe that's not the important question. Because war doesn't just move markets, it reminds us why something like Bitcoin was created in the first place. If you want to learn more about whether Bitcoin will survive the next 100 years, watch this next.